My name is Carlos Costa, and in this presentation I'll talk about NLP with Nltk and other libraries. I will start by defining some of the main concepts related to the NLP, natural language processing. Then I will present the Nltk library and some concepts like stemming, lemmatization, tokenization, and I will give a small introduction to sentiment analysis and also to classification. Natural language processing, NLP, is a subfield of artificial intelligence, linguistics, and computer science. It is concerned with computers and human language interaction, mainly how to develop software to process and analyze large amounts of natural language data. The result is a computer capable of understanding the content of documents, including the language contextual nuance. The technology can then accurately extract information and insights contained in documents and categorize and organize the documents themselves. There are several subfields related to NLP, and for example, NLU, it is natural language understanding, and ASR, it's automatic speech recognition. Those concepts are related to NLP. Here it is possible to show an overview of main areas related to natural language processing, like information retrieval, sentiment analysis, information extraction, question answering, and machine translation. Those are just some areas, it is not exhaustive. NLTK means Natural Language Toolkit. It is a suite of text processing including several libraries like classification, tokenization, stemming, tagging, parsing, and semantic reasoning. Stemming is a method of normalization of words in natural language processing. It is a technique in which a set of words in a sequence are converted into a sequence to shorten its lookup. In this method, the words having the same meaning but have some variations according to the context or sentence are normalized. Example, I use the Parser stemmer. The Parser stemming algorithm, or Parser stemmer, is a process of removing the commoners morphological and inflectional endings from words in English. Its main use is as part of a term normalization process that is usually done when setting up information retrieval systems. In Nltk is the algorithm process of finding the lemma of a word depending on its meaning and context. Lemmatization usually refers to the morphological analysis of words, which aims to remove inflectional endings. It helps in returning the base or dictionary form of a word known as lemma. In this example, I show how to lemmatize the words of a string. In this case, it is studies, studying, cries, and cry, and they are converted in corresponding lemma that it is study, studying, cry, and cry. In Python, tokenization basically refers to splitting up a large body of text into smaller lines, words, or even creating words for a non-English language. There are various tokenization functions built in the Nltk module. Here I have an example where this phrase or this text, it is split into two phrases. Here we are. First, I will explain you how this works, and then the second phrase, then you will do it. It is also possible to perform a word tokenization. Word tokenization, we tokenize the words using this function that allows to split a phrase and convert all the phrase into several words. Stop words removal. It is an essential step in NLP text processing. It involves filtering out high-frequency words that add little or no semantic values to the sentence. It is the example of and, which, to, at, for, etc. Obviously, it depends a little bit from the context. Sentiment analysis is a technique used to determine whether data is positive, negative, or neutral. Well, sentiment analysis, it is also called opinion mining. And as I said, it is a natural language processing technique used to determine whether data is positive, negative, or neutral. A sentiment analysis is often performed on text data to help business monitor a brand and product sentiment in customer feedback and understand customer needs, for example. And in this case, we used the sentiment intensity analyzer. It is part of the module called Vader that it is already previously trained, and we can use it. Obviously, there are many other approaches, some of them supported in lexicons, and other that may be trained and used, for example, supported in the concept of classification. In this example, it is shown how it is possible to use the classification in the context of NLP. In this case, we have first phase that consists of learning process, where we have two files, one file with male names and the other with female names. The system will learn, and then we may use it and verify if it is the right answer or not. And in this case, the accuracy has a level of 76%. What concerns this subject, I suggest just some of the following references in the internet. Another process that it is very important, it is web scraping. It is very useful in the context of NLP because lots of information may be obtained through the internet. One of the most interesting tools, it is Beautiful Soap, that it is HTML Parser. This Python library is designed for screen scraping projects, and it has three features that make it very powerful. It allows to navigating, searching, and modifying a parse tree. It allows to convert incoming documents to Unicode and outgoing documents to UTF-8, and sits on the top of a popular Python parsers like LXML and HTML5 lib. In this case, we start by using URL-lib. URL-lib is a Python module that can be used for opening URLs, and it it allows to store information, in this case in a variable called HTML, and this variable then may be used in a beautiful SOAP object, and using this information in beautiful SOAP object we may extract track text and manipulate all the needed information. In order to clean many of this information that came from internet, it is useful to use a regular expression. Regular expression allows to identify a sequence of characters that specifies search patterns and simplify the process of analyzing all the strings and cleaning it properly. Well, I give emphasis mainly to Nltk, but there are many other libraries that may be used also, like for example Gensim and many others.